Hello, beautiful people. How y'all doing? Another week has ended. Hope were quite successful in the things that you're attempting to do. For me, quite tiring. Managed to get a lot of rest in this weekend because I'm in all kinds of pain, pulled groin muscle, tendonitis in the elbow. So took a couple days off for the gym. Still feeling a little bit sluggish because the gym is what kind of energizes me. But hey, here we are. As I always appreciate the support. Today we had the opportunity to play ultimate frisbee for PT. Definitely not a fan of sports for PT. It's just me and my discipline in the army. Hey, we do PT. But during that event, quite a few people came out, but uh, all the lessons were there. We had two frisbees. One, I guess, regulation frisbee, as you can call it. The frisbee was money. It just floated. It was a beautiful thing. And then the other frisbee was like some over the counter. Somebody just brought it, and it was just awful. Unfortunately for us, that's the frisbee that my team versus another was playing with. So to lay some preface, there were too many people on the field, 11, 12 people for headquarters that don't really know each other. So they were just a whole bunch of people just trying to figure out what team am I on. All right, no road guard vests, belts, nothing to make a difference. And so we just have a whole bunch of people just running up and down in the field, yelling, for you to toss the frisbee with utter confusion. Is that person on my team? Is that person not on my team? Are we even going in the same direction? Which is like life. You have a whole bunch of people just making a whole bunch of, noise in your ear, but you don't even know if that person is on your team, if that person is for you, or if you're all even going in the same direction. Oftentimes you find that you're tossing energy or you're tossing a frisbee in that person's direction only to find out that that person is not on your team or they just kind of let it out. So we got crushed. All right, the team didn't do so well, and the score was pretty much a plenty to a little bit. So our team was a little bit heartbroken. But in true senior fashion, we had to switch fields, and we told the winning team, "It's like, hey, winning team, you can take the frisbee with you." And they took the frisbee over to the next side of the field, and the other team came over. The losing team came over with the frisbee. So there's a little bit of feelings about that, but hey, second game was on the way. So we got a proper frisbee now, and our game was actually starting to come together. So everybody's spirits started to pick up because we were a little more successful. The frisbee was going where it's supposed to go. People were actually catching, and there was a drastic shift in attitude. Everybody's attitude started to become a little bit positive versus the negativity that was around while we lost, because we really lost. We lost a lot, and everybody was playing very sluggish. People just wanted to quit. But a funny thing happened when they found out that the team that we were playing, the two losing teams, like hadn't scored at all in the last game, so they inherently, was a little bit worse than we were, and that picked up their spirits. So funny thing that, when you in these bad situations, sometimes somebody else's demise kind of picks up one spirit. So I was kind of that kind of opened my eye just a little bit. So I was like, hey, whatever. But in true trash talking fashion, I took it a step further and was like, hey, since we're being a little successful on our score is better than yours, and we're just gonna put the final nail in the coffin for you. So the next 3 minutes we are going to score three times. And I started to hype it up, and then the team started to bite on it as well, and then bam, we scored. And I was like, hey, two more, we're gonna score on you two more times. And then we scored again, and of course, within that motivation and that positivity, you can see when you have somebody cheering for somebody motivating somebody, or somebody actually going in the same direction, how much more energized the team became. Unfortunately, they spoiled it for us, and they scored one while we scored two. But standing true to my word, we came back and score a third point, 3 points in 3 minutes. That was just interesting to see the dynamics of that game. Team playing, motivation, purpose, and direction heading in the same place, how much of a difference that make identifying people that is on your team heading in the same direction. Still not a fan of sports for PT. All right, but hey, commanders were changing command here pretty soon, so I was happy to be a part of that process. But interesting altogether. Hey, that was my 2 cents, things that I've kind of witnessed throughout the week. What is yours?